Wait, there's something very weak coming through.
Is it just because he's easy on the eyes, or is it just
he's
like...
He's not unattractive.
Right, yeah.
But then that way... Oh, no. Oh, Todd, I just have all the logic. Because if R2 is my droid, and BB-8 is Poe's droid, and he's my co-pilot, I get both.
A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away.
Hello, fellow Galactic listeners. I'm Todd Hoffman, and this is WSTR Galactic Public Access, a Star Wars podcast. Welcome to episode 61. Today we're going to play a fun game of Would You Rather, Star Wars style. Joining me in the discussion today is Miss Heather Allred.
Hi, everybody.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Once again, check us out. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Once again, check us out on the social media at WSTR Media. All one word, all lowercase. All right, moving on to our main topic.
And now for our feature presentation.
Here we go. We're gonna play a fun. Yeah. This is gonna be loose. This is gonna be fun. We're just gonna do a lot of would you rather questions and just see if we can get behind the madness and see if we can have a little fun with this. All right. So some are gonna be serious. Some of them are gonna be a little off the wall, but we'll make it through, right? We'll make it through.
We will survive. Yes.
We will survive. Okay. So let's start off. We'll start off with like a serious one, okay. Kind of set the tone a little bit, and then we'll get loosey goosey later. But okay, would you rather have Boba Fett or Captain Phasma live?
That's a good one. It's tricky too, though, because it's in two separate movie sets.
Yes,
original and new.
Sequel trilogy.
Right. All right. So I am going to go with probably Mr. Fett.
Okay. Yeah, that's a smart choice.
Good. Choice. I won. Okay.
Yeah, because I mean, we talked about this before. I don't know. I mean, just because Captain Phasma's shiny I don't know. It just doesn't.
Right.
Unfortunately, she doesn't bring a lot to the table. So, but having Boba Fett live, I think would definitely be cooler in the Star Wars universe.
For sure.
Captain Phasma living, okay, so there you have it. Okay,
yep.
All right, moving along. Okay, here we go. This one's pretty near and dear to your heart, so I'm interested to see what you would say because this is crazy. Okay, all right. Would you rather have R2 or BB-8 as your astromech droid?
I'd like to plead the fifth. Oh, I can't do that? Okay.
No.
Wow, this one's really hard. I think I'm gonna go R2.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Don't let BB-8 hear that.
I know. I'm so sorry.
Right.
It's just very interesting. I think R2 has a little bit more sass, where BB-8's a little bit more fun-loving.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah. So I think I enjoy R2. I feel like I would want R2 as my droid, like on missions, and I would love BB-8 like as like
home base.
Like home base, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like R2's. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm going R2. If I have to go on a mission, I'm bringing R2 along. He's a scrapper, so he's a fighter. Not that BB-8 can't hold his own. I mean, he did take over a chicken walker and beat people up, and he has his moments. But I feel like R2 is definitely more. He's more on the nose. He can figure out on the fly what to do and help you out. So yeah. So I'm going R2 as well.
All
right. So now we're both picking the same stuff here. Okay. Well, maybe this next one. Would you rather have Poe Dameron or Chewbacca as your co-pilot?
Wow, you are not making these easy, Todd Hoffman.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. I think I'm going to surprise myself and go with Poe.
Okay. Is it just because he's easy on the eyes, or is it just
he's not unattractive?
Right, yeah.
But then that way, Todd, I just have all the logic. Because if R2 is my droid and BB-8 is Poe's droid and he's my co-pilot, I get both.
Oh, you get both. There you go. Winner, chicken dinner. There you go. Yeah. No, that's that. There you go. Yeah, that one's a tough one for me too. Like, I feel like I would rather have Poe as my wingmate, because he is pretty awesome. But I feel like I would want Chewie as my co-pilot.
Sure.
It's kind of the same thing. If it's just me and Chewie and we have to go somewhere, I feel like I got some muscle.
There you go.
Not that Poe can't hold his own, but Chewie's whoa, it's a Wookiee.
He's a Wookiee.
He's a Wookiee. Okay, this is the next one. Here we go.
Gosh.
Would you rather be stuck on a ship with Jar Jar or C-3PO?
C-3PO.
Hands down.
I like C-3PO. I think he and I have the same wavelength of anxiety. We would both just be running around the ship freaking out about what to do.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. I'm gonna have to pick 3PO as well. I don't know if I can handle Jar Jar. I couldn't handle Jar Jar in Phantom Menace. I'm not gonna be handling him on if I had to be on a super long mission with them. I can't handle it.
Yeah, and there's something in his vocal tone that I can't stand, his register. I don't know.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go.
Okay.
Would you rather... This is another, would you rather be stuck? All right, so would you rather be stuck on Tatooine or Hoth for a year?
The dead silence. That's a tough one.
Well, it's do you tan easily, Heather, or...
Yeah. I mean, I think it would... I think I would rather be warm than cold.
Okay. Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna...
I'm...
Yeah. unless I knew that people were truly warm in Hoth, like could create a warm environment, but it doesn't look like that. So I'm gonna go with no, and go with Tatooine.
Well, I feel like you could still. There's got to be some shade, and there. Yeah, I think you can get. At night, I think it will be bearable.
Right.
But like Hoth is always cold. So
yeah.
I don't know if I want to be snuggling up with a tauntaun every night, It's just like, I don't know.
That's true. I guess once the sun goes down, it wouldn't be unbearably hot. Yeah.
Right.
That's a valid point.
Yeah. And I mean, we didn't really see, just think of Jabba's palace, man. Like, you could build a bunker underground and it'd be nice and cool, and then
sure. Okay. All right, let's go. Let's live there.
Okay. All right, there you go.
Okay.
Done.
All right, Todd. This next would you rather is like up Heather's alley. So are you ready for it?
I'm ready.
All right.
Lay it on me.
Would you rather be an Ewok or a Porg?
Well, I'm gonna say an Ewok, just because they're actually like somewhat intelligent.
Sure.
and they're less animal than like an Ewok, So I could wear some cool like Ewok gear and say yub yub all the time.
Right, which is a big step for you, Todd, because you're not a huge Ewok.
Right. I am not. I know. I know. I surprised myself. I was like, I guess I'll be an Ewok.
For sure. Well, I'll have to agree with you on that. I would love to be an Ewok.
Yeah. Right.
And like,
you would love to,
be little and run with them and fight and throw stones at people. I mean, how fun would that be?
Yeah. You're selling it. You're selling it. That would be good.
Right?
Be good. Now, here, I'll flip it. Okay.
Yeah.
Would you rather have an Ewok or a Porg for a pet?
Oh, Porg.
Right, because the Ewok's just going to make a mess and like not clean up. And
right. Basically like having a child.
Yeah, like eat all your snacks and you're just like, oh, dude, come on.
Dude. Right.
Like I feel like a Porg, you could like put in a purse and go in the car and travel around and
right, like a little miniature dog, just stick it in your purse.
Yeah, a pocket Porg.
Pocket Porg.
Why not?
Oh my gosh.
Why not? I don't know. It's just like. I mean, they were already like messing up with the Falcon too, though. They seem like they just like invade. Like it's kind of like I feel like Porgs are like rabbits, and like you would just like, oh, I just got one Porg, or like Gremlins, like
ooh, like
just
Gremlins.
Like they have one.
Good.
Yeah, you just have one Gizmo. Gizmo's cool, but then all of a sudden you dip it in water, and then like there's like 300 Gremlins. Yeah, I just feel like the Porgs, you just get one Porg. You're like, wait a minute. Next day you turn around, there's like two Porgs, and it gets a little messy. Okay.
Yes.
Would you rather hang out with Padme or Princess Leia for an afternoon?
I think I'm going to go Padme.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. But I don't feel... I'm a little embarrassed by my reason why.
Okay, and please state that reason.
But I will state that reason. Because then I think I would have access to some really amazing clothing that I could borrow from my new friend.
You're like the /friend handmaiden. You'll be like, yeah, I'll stick around, but as long as I can wear some of your outfits,
right? Can I just try this on and take a couple pictures?
It's like a mini fashion show.
It's like a mini fashion show.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I mean, like for me, I think it's gonna be Leia because I feel like she's seen a lot more,
right?
Than Padme, but equally would be a good treat. But yeah, right. I like your reasoning. It's like
now if it's just hanging out for an afternoon, Padme.
Yeah.
If it's like internship, work stuff, I'd probably go Leia.
Right. Okay.
As she moves up the military ranks there. Because like you said, you would learn a lot from her and the history and things like that. But from a girly standpoint, I'm going Padme all the way.
You're like Padme. Yeah, Padme.
We'll do each other's hair all weird and shaped. It'll be a lot of
fun. That's hilarious. Okay.
Oh, Todd, here's a big one.
Okay.
Would you rather have Finn or Han on your side in a flight? Which might turn into a fight.
Yeah.
I rhymed.
I think it's both. It's like both, like a flight and a fight. Yes. This is no brainer, man. I mean, it's Han Solo, hands down.
Hands down.
Finn's too new,
Yeah.
Even though he definitely the good thing about Finn is he focused and he has your back. Not to say Han wouldn't have your back, but I feel like again kind of goes back to the R2 BB-8 thing. I think Han definitely improvises, that's his whole game. Even when he's losing, he's still kind of winning, Right. So I want him. Yeah, I want them both on a flight and a fight because again, Finn's not really a good pilot. He needs a pilot, For sure. So I would say Han Solo. How about you?
You know what? I also Finn has easy eye, going for him. But I'm gonna go Han.
Right.
Because I feel like obviously being the ace pilot, space cowboy as previously discussed.
Yeah.
But I also feel like his ability to talk his way out of situations would be helpful.
Yes. Yep. Yeah.
So
he's got connections. Finn's too.
He knows people.
He's too new to the world.
Yes.
Yeah. He's because you could take. I mean, again, you could take young Han, middle-aged Han, old Han. He still has value. Yeah, I feel like at any time, Finn does not have that much value. All right, Heather.
Yes.
This one's a big one.
Oh gosh.
Would you rather be light side or dark side?
I mean, I feel like I could have fun in the dark side. But obviously, I'm going to go light side.
Oh.
I know. Well, it's only because the gray side, which there's only two sides to something, but...
Right.
Gray's not an option, but I don't know. I'm kind of a goody two-shoes to begin with, and there's Yoda, and... Yeah, I think I'm just going to go light side, because I think even in the light side, it's not like a perfect thing. Like mistakes happen and hard decisions have to be made. So it's not
right.
Yeah. Yeah. That's such a wimpy answer. Okay. But I pick light side.
It's so boring.
I'm so boring. All right. So then what about you?
No, you're right. You're right. Okay. Because you get dark side, you're going to have fun. But you always got to watch your back because not only is it like a rule of two, but then there's also there's always some other dark side acolyte or lackey that's trying to get in your spot. And even though it'd be fun to freely, murder people and have whatever you want to do. Hey, this is not going right. I'm just going to kill you. Great. Fine. But again, you're never satisfied with that. That's the thing. You're not, it doesn't, bring satisfaction. And again, you always got to look over your back. It just seems, it doesn't seem fun, it doesn't seem fun. Obviously with light side, man, you could you could be like a Jedi space ghost and it'd be fantastic. You'd be could bother people the rest of your life, rest of their lives.
Yeah, it doesn't mean you can't be annoying in the light side.
Right. Yeah, exactly. I think, you can still have fun in there. There's still there's a little wiggle room there. But I feel like I would be like a cross between Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan because it'd be fun.
Nice.
Because Obi-Wan has a little fun. He has a little fun. He is.
For sure.
But, I'm going to have to say light side.
For sure.
All
right.
Yeah.
Well, then, now that we've both moved to the light side.
Right, yeah.
Who would you rather face off against? Darth Vader or Kylo Ren?
Ugh. This one's a tough one. Because Kylo Ren's he's pretty masterful in the Force, but I feel like in the long game, you could kind of you could take out Kylo easier. Jeez, I can't even talk. Easier, right? Because I feel like Darth Vader. In a fight, I don't think you can win against Vader. Primetime Vader.
Sure.
Not like old time Vader. But I think even though Kylo Ren definitely has strong Force abilities, I just feel like it's more of like you beat him in the head game more than on talent,
For sure.
Like I think Darth Vader, like, hands down, would just kick your butt. So
basically, yeah.
basically. What about you, Heather? What do you think about?
Yeah, I had the same thought. That there's still something emotionally driving Kylo that if you get into his head, you're gonna find the weakness that'll make it easier for you to defeat him. Where Darth, I feel like I don't really know what his motivation is because he's like part machine and
right.
But Luke, I'm your father, so it's still all knowledge that he has about what's going on. So that was a tough one, but I do think I would if I had to pick who I'd fight based on my current Jedi skills, I would go Kylo Ren.
Hands down, Kylo Ren.
Yes. I can beat you.
We're kind of keeping the theme going, all right? So, would you rather have a blaster or a lightsaber?
I mean, it's like such a great honor to have a lightsaber, so wouldn't you rather have that?
Yeah, but you could pull the Han Solo. It's like nothing's better than a good blaster on your side. True.
Or Chewie's crossbow. Just throw that in the mix.
Yeah, right. I mean, I feel like the lightsaber draws attention. Like, just can't just like, I don't know. Like once you ignite the lightsaber, it's like, okay,
There's nothing stealthy
at the same
anymore.
time, no. It's like, oh, okay, but yeah, that was. I don't know.
Are you thinking blaster?
I could go. I'm thinking kind of blaster.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going blaster.
All right.
Blaster.
But if you were presented with a lightsaber, you wouldn't say no.
Right. Exactly. Well, and Han Solo is the only one that non-Jedi to handle a lightsaber in the film so far.
Ooh, good call.
Yeah, just saying. Doesn't mean you don't have to be. You don't have to be a Jedi to handle a lightsaber, but yeah, of course. If somebody gave me a lightsaber, like, oh, okay, thanks.
Right.
I want to pull a Luke and like throw it over my shoulder. Like, no, I'm good.
This. Yeah.
I don't need this. Like, all right. Like, it's like Maz, it's like, you have, like, I need a weapon. And Maz is like, dude, you have one. It's right in your hand. Once again, why I wouldn't bring Finn to a fight, because he doesn't even know what he's, dude, that's a lightsaber,
My goodness. These kids have so much to learn. Oh, man. Sorry, that was random.
It's okay. It's these young kids.
These young kids.
These young kids.
Man. Okay.
Okay.
So, you are about to be trained. So, would you rather have Yoda, Quinn, just cannot say his name right now.
Qui-Gon.
Qui-Gon. I almost said Liam Neeson to be funny. Or
Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson or Obi-Wan as your master.
You were going to call him like Queen Com or something.
I was going to go hard on that cue, and then I heard it in my head, and it didn't sound right, and then all I had was Liam Neeson in my head. I have failed the Star Wars community, and I apologize.
It's like, you don't, she doesn't even know how to say Qui-Gon. It's like Queen Qua, you know.
Oh my gosh.
All
right.
Qui-Gon. Qui-Gon.
Okay.
Hands down. He's like my favorite Jedi, so I have to go Qui-Gon.
Why is he your favorite Jedi?
Because he cracked the code, man.
Oh, sure.
And he cracked the code for eternal life, and he didn't listen to council because he knew they were a bunch of hoity-toity pompous. I'm trying to keep it G. He's just like, I feel like, you know, he's definitely more connected to the living force, and I just liked his mentality, you know.
Nice.
In that space. What about you? Who would you like to be trained by?
Excellent. I gotta go Yoda.
Okay. Yeah. He's
my man. There's just
900 years. Yeah, 900 years old. He's pretty woke, man.
Yeah. But I also love his form of teaching. I love those, like, someone says something and you're like, that is either the dumbest or smartest thing I've ever heard in my life. And that's what I love about Yoda.
The thing that's really good about Yoda and is just there's weight in his words, and he uses words like very minimally, and it's just like, you know, just like the one part in Empire where he's like, I can't do it, you know, like Luke's like, I can't do it, and then Yoda's like, that is why you fail, and you're just like, oh, kidney shots. It's just like he just knows what to say, you know. It's like, oh man. Okay.
Yes.
All right. That's good. That's good. Okay. Would you rather be a stormtrooper or rebel?
Yeah.
What do you think?
That's a toughie.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go rebel.
Okay.
I have great respect for stormtroopers. I think they're really cool looking. And obviously there's like a bunch of different kinds of stormtroopers, or troopers, I should say, excuse me. I think I'm gonna go rebel. And I think part of it is from Rogue One.
Okay.
I sort of influenced that a little bit, and just sort of seeing the different kinds of rebel, if I can say it that way.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
So, you want to kill people. I see how it is.
Yeah, basically. But die for my cause, man. I'm a...
Yeah. No, that's interesting you say that. I mean, this one's
kind of obvious.
I mean, it's kind of obvious. I'm going to be a stormtrooper. I always wanted to be a stormtrooper. Yeah. I am a stormtrooper now in the 501st, so I'm going to pick stormtrooper. You know, although, you know, like, I'm trying to think of some cool rebels. Like, I mean, an X-wing pilot gear is pretty cool, and you know, and some of the you know, the one thing that only bothered me in Return of the Jedi, I'm like, dude, could we get some camo stormtroopers? Because like white in the Endor Force, like it seems kind of obvious,
right.
you know?
For sure.
You know, they did. I mean, we did have some when they were on Kashyyyk. There was some camo clone troopers, but like, come on, you know, like white in the forest. It doesn't seem the best for the environment. Like, you know, I'd be like going against, you know, Imperial regulation. Like, listen, I'm gonna get shot, guys. So I'm going to just try to even the odds a little bit and like blend in, you know,
for sure.
You know, so yeah. Okay.
Oh man.
All
right.
Would you rather be an X-Wing pilot or a TIE fighter pilot?
Well, again, really thought out thinking here. Yeah.
Please.
I think I'd rather be a TIE fighter pilot because I think
holy cow,
the ships are cooler.
Well, if you're, I'm just gonna throw it out this way too. Is like, if you played any of the video games, basically a TIE fighter, they're very minimal and they have no shields. That's why they're faster.
Right.
So you're kind of you're almost like a kamikaze pilot because every time you go out, it's like, yeah, I might not come back. Where like if you're like a noob in an X-Wing, you could take a couple hits and be like, okay, I'm good. My shield still take. But like TIE fighter pilot, you're like, it's like one and done. So, but when you're a TIE fighter pilot, you're like kind of the best of the best, you know? So, but they're faster and cooler looking. Just saying.
Right? Yeah, you didn't ask
right.
me which would you rather pilot and live? Which would you rather pilot and be known for being awesome? Then that's a different question, Todd.
And I know. And I mean, TIE fighter pilot gear is 10 times cooler than X-Wing pilot, so just saying. Plus you could be like, you know, like, no, Lord Vader could be like, dude, follow me. And you'd be like, I'm just wingman with like Darth Vader now. No big deal.
Yeah,
you know?
right. I just like hang with him now. It's fine. Which is totally against all of my other statements of being on the light side of the rebel. But that's okay.
That's okay. Hey, we can flip sides. It's all good.
Maybe I'm like a double agent or something. Let's play that card.
Yeah. All right, let's play that card. That sounds good.
Card. Oh my gosh. All right. Are you ready for another question?
Absolutely.
Right.
Lay it on me.
All right. Would you rather work for the Jedi Temple or the Emperor?
Oh man. I feel like yeah. I'm gonna have to go Emperor. Although he probably would kill me. You know. I don't know. I just feel like the Jedi Temple seems so stiff, you know? It's just like, ugh. I don't know.
It probably is.
What about you?
I'm sure the Jedi Temple is stiff.
Yeah, it's just like, seems, I gotta go to the library and talk to Jocasta, and she'd be like, the planet's not there. You're like, oh, this guy.
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
Yeah. How about you?
Yeah.
Where would you rather work at?
I guess here's my fear. I think I'm gonna pick Jedi Temple only because my fear is if I worked for the Emperor and I did something wrong, they would just like shoot on sight. Like there's no questions. There's no like, oh, you really need to do that better next time. It's like you failed me, you're dead. And that's a lot of pressure.
It is a lot of pressure.
Yeah. So I'm going to go Jedi Temple. I'm going to be one of the nerds in the library.
Oh,
I know.
You would be.
I am.
It's such a like. Wait, what's your house for Harry Potter? What are you?
I'm a Hufflepuff, so I generally all about like keeping the peace and Can't we all just kumbaya along?
Take that Hufflepuff and go to Jedi Temple, man.
I'm saying.
Yeah. I know. Okay.
Yes.
Would you rather have a single blade or a double blade lightsaber?
Ooh. I think I would want a double bladed saber. I think it'd be really cool to be like, whew, 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 whew. Yeah, and like do the whole like behind your back thing and with the thing. Yeah. No one could see me because again, this is podcasting, but I did the whole movement.
Right.
I did it. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean,
are you going double?
Two. Yeah, two's better than one. Come on.
Mathematically, 2 is better than 1. So
yeah. Come on, And plus, like, even like I would have it where like you can take it apart in the middle, so then you can have 2 single blade lightsabers, that kind of thing. Yeah.
I like it.
I know.
All right.
Okay.
Well, speaking
lay it on me.
Speaking of lightsabers, would you rather have a limb cut off or be frozen in carbonite?
Oh man. Well, I think I mean that is a kind of a Star Wars thing, getting your limb cut off. It's very permanent. Well, I mean, I guess you can have a robot arm or a robot limb, kind of like Luke. So I guess it just depends on like how long you're frozen in carbonite.
That's a good point.
If it's just a couple months, okay, but like if you're doing like a Captain America and you wake up like 50 years later, 50 years later, I don't know if I would do that. I'd rather just get it all worth, cut off my arm. I'm going to have a robot. I'm going to have a cool robot, whatever appendage. I might have to say limb cut off.
Nice.
I'm surprising myself.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm like, cut it off. Yeah. All right. What about you?
Yeah, I definitely would go limb cut off. I feel like the whole idea of being frozen in carbonite just sounds also painful.
It sounds very claustrophobic too.
Oh, for sure.
Man. I mean, I know you're not really going to realize that because you're going to be frozen, But just the idea of being like a frozen food for a little bit, just like... I mean, they could pull like an Indiana Jones thing, and you're just like in this warehouse, and you're stuck, and like people forget about you, but you're still living, but you're just like frozen. Oh, right? Man, I don't know. Yeah. Where'd you go? Like, oh, you got lost in the mailing, and we didn't get you in the shipment. Like, oh man, not good.
Right.
Not good.
Oh,
all
man.
right.
Yes.
Would you rather be stuck in the belly of a tauntaun or a sarlacc pit?
Belly of a tauntaun.
Yeah. I mean, again, like, what's
how long?
The length of?
Yes.
Yeah. Is this like an overnight thing? Because that's no brainer. I mean, if it's an overnight thing, you're going tauntaun. Well, actually, you're going tauntaun anytime because in the sarlacc pit, you're actually like in his. He's like eating you. A tauntaun. When you're just staying warm and cozy for a little bit, I guess. Yeah, being in a sarlacc pit, not really the best thing.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Tauntauns for the win.
All right, here we go.
All right. Okay, so this is one of our sillier questions, friends.
Yes.
Would you rather have to dress up as Slave Leia or shirtless Kylo?
So I'm like, am I cosplaying this? What am I doing here?
Right, I know. So how do we define this? So
yeah.
Yes. So you lost a Star Wars bet, and you are now cosplaying at C2E2 in Chicago.
Yeah. I mean, this kind of goes. I'm just gonna do shirtless Kylo.
Sure.
You're gonna look like I think you feel like you're gonna look like a goofball, but it's still somewhat presentable. I think once you go down the slave layer route, especially, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's you're gonna become an internet meme in like 5 seconds. So
for sure,
and possibly with the shirtless Kylo. So yeah, I'd rather take my poison with the shirtless Kylo.
There you go. I like it. Nice.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to ask you that question because I feel like,
right.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, obviously, I'll go Leia.
Right.
If,
yeah.
If to make shirtless Kylo work for me, I would potentially have to wear some type of like flesh-colored bodysuit thing, so that they would let me out of my house in public. So I do feel like there's a potential female version available.
Yes,
but
it would take some creativity.
It would take creativity.
Yeah. Exactly.
But I think I'd go slave Leia. I work out. I could probably I could try and pull that off. I don't know.
Right. Exactly. That's awesome. Okay.
Yes.
Would you rather be a Wookiee or a Hutt?
A Wookiee.
Lots of hair.
That's a lot of hair.
A lot of combing. I feel like it's like grooming.
Oh my god.
I wish we did have some scenes where like, not that he's like a cat, but like you just like he's got a big old like Kashyyyk comb that he's just like using to comb his, some spinal, like column comb from some creature from Kashyyyk that he's using to like comb his hair.
Yeah. Piece of popcorn stuck in his fur. I mean,
Right. Had pancakes. You smell like syrup all day,
oh man, you bring up good points, don't you?
I mean, but just think about like if you're stuck on Tatooine. Let's go like if you go back to Tatooine, it's like in your Wookiee, it's like oof, it's so hot.
It's warm.
And then like when you go to like Hoth, you're like, dude, this is awesome.
Right.
I don't know if there's any I mean, I feel like the advantage to like being a Hutt is like just sit there, man. You just like everyone brings stuff to you. You got like this cool hover sled. You don't have to walk. You just like
I just feel around. Like I don't know. Wouldn't you be slimy?
Yeah. I don't know. It's Wookiee. I get bored. You just sit around and be like, feed me,
Yeah. Well, but that's why you have your little, friend who laughs at everything you say so that you feel good about yourself.
Oh, right. And you get to have Salacious. Cool pets. Like, I would love that.
Sorry, that took a second.
Salacious Crumb. Yeah. Plus, you get like, you could have cool pets. Of course, I want a Rancor as a pet. Come on.
That's another good point.
Yeah. And you get like a cool barge. You just got like, and like he had like in his little palace, he had like he could sleep over here. He got the little curtain behind here. So many options. No, yeah, Wookiee hands down. Yeah.
Obviously. All right.
It's my turn.
I'm not sure. Go for it though.
I can't even keep track. Okay. Would you rather have Rey or Jyn as a partner on a mission?
I think I'm going to surprise myself and say Jyn.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's scrappy.
Yeah, she's scrappy. Yeah.
She's all about getting that mission complete.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I'm going Jyn.
Going Jyn. Yeah, I'm not. I mean, right now, Rey's not one of my favorite characters, so I like Jyn. I agree. I'm going back to like talked about this with R2, Han Solo, and now Jyn. I think she's got street smarts, and she's always looking at. Even though Rey definitely can handle her own, and she's very independent. yeah, I'm kind of going Jin too.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
All right. Lay it on me. Lay it on me.
I'll be intrigued by your answer, sir. Would you rather be Jango Fett or Boba Fett?
No brainer here. Boba Fett in a heartbeat. Yeah.
Obviously.
Boba Fett.
All right.
Yeah. Yes, please. Yes, please.
Nice.
Yeah. What about you? Which Fett would you be?
I don't know a lot about Jango other than I used to call him Jenga Fett. And
you had a nice little Jenga.
Well, no, because I used to call them Jenga and Bobo Fett. I kept getting the O and the A mixed up.
Oh.
And then finally my brother Bruce sat me down and he's like, okay, if you're going to talk about the Fetts, let's make this work. So I don't know a lot about Jango, so I think because of that, I'm going to have to go Boba.
Yeah.
And I like that he doesn't have a lot of words, but he gets the job done.
Yeah, totally. I mean, and I feel like you learn a lot from your dad, so you're like a little bit more, you'd be like more cooler, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Boba Fett. Okay.
Yes.
Here we go.
Okay.
Would you rather get counsel from Maz or Yoda?
Wow. That's tough.
Yep. Yep.
I think.
Okay. I'm going to answer this for you.
Okay.
I feel like you should say Maz, but that's just me.
I was actually going to say Maz.
Okay, there you go.
She's just cool. Yeah,
we talked about, Boom and Granny, man. Yeah. She's like, she has, I feel like she has a lot of knowledge, and we don't know her exact age, right. But yeah. Since I didn't pick Yoda for the Jedi Master, sure. And that's why I'm leaning towards Yoda. Like Yoda would set me straight, He bonked me over the head with the cane and be like, okay, this is what you got to do.
Right.
I'm like, okay, Yoda, you're right. I mean, Maz is gonna do something weird, like I'm trying to eat my food, and then she climbs on the table and she's like, I've seen these eyes before. I'm like, creeping me out,
Oh, that's so good.
At least Yoda, he'll just steal my granola bar, I'll be like, okay, man. Yeah. All right, this is what we got to do. Yeah.
All right. So,
okay.
Would you rather have Darth Vader or Kylo Ren as your boss?
Oh, man. Have you seen the Saturday Night Live skit of Undercover Boss with Kylo Ren?
I have not. I mean, I know about it. I just haven't actually seen the skit.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, you have to do that this weekend. It's a must. It's a must. I feel like promotions would go really easy with Darth Vader because he just usually kills them, and you're like next in line. Right. But then, like I'm really ranking up in the Empire.
Great.
Stormtrooper one day, next time a field officer, and now I'm a captain. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of funny because like in Kylo Ren, like case like in The Force Awakens, where he just like is a rage monster, and those two stormtroopers come around like, yeah, we're just gonna circle back around. We're not gonna patrol this area. It's one of my favorite parts of the movie. I'm just like, yeah, that's amazing. I don't know about this one. I gotta have to go Kylo.
Okay.
Guess. Yeah. What about you?
I was gonna go Kylo as well. I feel like because obviously just going with what we know about him, he's still young. He's potentially impressionable.
Yes.
You might be able to manage upward a little bit, control the chaos, that kind of thing.
Yeah. I don't. Darth Vader again. It's kind of like with the fight. Like, who would you rather fight? Like, I don't want Darth Vader as my boss. He'd just be like breathing all the time, and like he'd be like being on a conference call, and he'd just be like, "Oh, dude, if you just shut up with the breathe." What? Yeah, it's like, what is your status report? You're just like, "Oh, dude, I can't handle a mouth breather, man." You know.
Oh, that's
so yeah,
good.
Kylo Ren. Okay. Right. Would you rather? We're getting to the end. We got 2 more here. Here we go. Okay. Would you rather hang out with a bunch of Jawas or caretakers?
I'm going to go with Jawas.
What? Okay. Wow. All right.
Because they play with all the droids. And by play, I mean they steal and sell and do all those things.
Fix. Yeah. You could get some sweet droids from the Jawas. That's for sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Now, I see the connection there.
Yeah.
I feel like the caretakers, like, again, you know, are fish nuns. I feel like they would be like, they're too like, even though they clean up and do all fun stuff, I feel like just it kind of restrict you, you know? I don't know if they're going to be fun.
Yes.
You know, I think Jawas would be fun, you know?
Right.
Like you said, you get like some cool scrap and you can make some cool things.
Travel the world. I mean, you got options.
Yeah. You got options. You got options. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, Todd. I have our very last would you rather question.
It's a big one.
It's a big one. It makes me giggle every time I say it. So, would you rather fight 100 Porg-sized Wookiees or 1 Wookiee-sized Porg? It's so good.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Yeah, that's a bunch of mini Porg Wookiees. You know, 100 of those guys, or 1 Wookiee-sized Porg. Oof. I feel like I'm kind of going. I'm going David and Goliath here. I feel like you can get something with the 1 Wookiee-sized Porg. I feel like, you know, a little slow, get the little advantage. Like 100 Porg-sized Wookiees, that's a lot to handle in a fight. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. Have you seen The Matrix? You know, what was that? Which one is all the Mr. Smiths? Yeah. I'm like, oh, dude, no, you can't. Yeah. It's like, no. That's what it'd be. Like, they would all just keep on coming. You're like, dude, when are these little guys? Just when are they gonna stop? You know? Yeah, I'm going with the 1 Wookiee-sized Porg. What about you, Heather? What did you think?
I mean, it's the safer bet. Just go big.
Go big.
And then you can have a roast at the end, and everybody can eat
for days. It's like a week-long party.
like a luau. It'll be great.
Right. What would you call if it was a Wookiee-sized Porg? It would just be like, oh, here we go. You can gorge on the Porg. Oh man. Oh man. Gosh. So yeah, there you have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. So we want to hear from you. You know, like, what do you think on some of these would you rather? So.
Oh yeah, let us know.
It's always fun to. Yeah, let us know. I mean, it's always fun. You know, you got to have fun sometimes. And that's the thing about Star Wars. There's like some serious stuff. There's some really goofy stuff. And, you know, got to have fun sometimes. So there you have it. Would you rather? All right, moving on to the news of the week.
And now, the Star Wars News of the Week.
All right. First up on io9.com, Anchorage Music in Alaska, Museum. Anchorage Museum. Yeah. In Alaska is currently featuring an exhibit called The Art of Fandom, filled with works inspired by some of the fandom's coolest movies and shows. One of the standouts in the exhibit is the artist called Red Hong Yi, who creates artwork from everyday materials like seeds, chopsticks, ceramics, and yes, even paper. And what he does is it kind of like he backlights the objects, and they're all kind of, arranged. And then when he backlights them, it projects a Star Wars image. They're super cool. I'll have to post them. Yeah, it's super cool. I was like, they showed a couple on this article, and obviously because we're podcasting, you can't see it, but we'll definitely have to post it. Like, some of these are really cool. So like, it's just all these different like random objects, and then he lights it up, and then when you see the shadow on the wall, it's an actual image of like Darth Vader or Star Wars or whatever, and it's like super dope. Super dope.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. It's like that's going on, and kind of weird, in Alaska, you don't really think of like pop culture and stuff.
Yeah.
It seems like that would be like definitely like an LA vibe, but yeah, it's happening in Anchorage. So go Alaska, be cool. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, woohoo. So number 2. So we're getting we're getting closer to the Blu-ray release of The Last Jedi, and some things are coming out. And one of these things that they were talking about was the effects that led to how Last Jedi's like the Last Jedi of like with Snoke, and how that finish looked became, so it kind of goes through some steps. So in this article, they're interviewing these two guys. What are their names? It's Ben Morris and Mike Mulholland. They are, two of the 4 Oscar-named supervisors who worked on Last Jedi and The Force Awakens. They talk about the movie magic behind the creation of Snoke. One of the things they say about in this article is like, unlike the physicality of the protege Kylo, Snoke didn't need to be physically strong because he could literally kill you with a wave of his hand. Mm-hmm. The question was how, to the effects guys, like, how to create such a sinister and intimidating character whose powers are more mental than physical. So they kind of went with the different directions before they even did the CG. They used a maquette for reference when working with Andy Serkis to capture body movements. But when they realized later that the CJ Snoke would need to be edited, so they said in this article, as Mike and team started to put together a CG Snoke per the sculpt they had been approved, we suddenly realized how far more imposing he was, far more imposing character. So they kind of looked at it a little bit, and they said they realized the maquette was too thin and frail compared to Snoke's voice that Andy Serkis did. So they explained that they made several modifications to the maquette, and such as making him taller, expanding his chest, reconstructing his jawline to give him a more imposing face. And once these changes were made, it was easier to tie Andy Serkis' voice and Snoke's character. Obviously, the key was try to capture the essence of the actor and make sure you're able to transmit that into a CG character. Serkis apparently provided a lot of inspiration to the character, even through only a CG version of him. Because we only see him in the film,
right,
as the CG version. But the physicality of what Andy Serkis brought to that performance really kind of drove the look, which is super fascinating.
Right. Well,
so yeah, I think it's super cool. Like, again, like these things as filmmaking's happening, there's a lot of changes.
Well, and major, nod to Andy Serkis for being this chameleon that would generate the outcome of a CG character. That's big.
Oh yeah. Right. And just the fact that like they morphed it into what he was performing on the set really speaks volumes to, I'm really I love those kind of behind the scenes stuff, and it's gonna be cool to kind of see that, like, oh, that's how they do it. Sometimes it still blows me away.
Right.
Like, we take it all for granted, and it's like, wait a minute.
But there's still movie magic out there, which is fun.
Yes, exactly. Okay, this is like kind of going back to our. I saw this and I'm like, oh, I have to bring this up. So it's kind of going back to our last Would You Rather.
Okay.
But Target, this is going to be a Target exclusive. Funko Pop is coming out with a 10-inch version of a Porg.
What? 10 inches?
10 inches, yes. Giant sized. So there's your giant sized Wookiee Porg. Yeah, it's coming out this spring, exclusive to Target and Target.com. You can get your 10-inch pop version of the Porg from The Last Jedi.
You could almost recreate the last question and just buy a bunch of little tiny Chewbacca's then the 10 incher.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, so there you have it. So I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah. I mean, hey, nothing like. Do you have any? You have a couple Funko Pops, right?
Well, I have a few in a very healthy kind of way.
Right. You don't have like 6 layers of Funko Pops,
No.
Yeah.
I've got to pay bills, my friend.
No, they're fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're fun. I think they're fun. It's interesting. I think they're just, there's a ton of license and there's so many different variations and yeah, they do a really good job. They're fun.
Yeah.
They're fun to display at work, at home, everywhere.
Totally.
Everywhere. Now you got to get a 10-inch Porg. So there you go.
There you go.
So that concludes the news of the week. All right, moving on to Cantita Chat. All right, Heather.
Yeah.
What's happening? Anything geeky happening? Anything fun happening?
So where I work, we are actually they're moving our department to a different floor.
Okay.
It's not happening for a little while, but because I'm kind of crazy, I decorate my desk pretty extensively because when you're at your office for more times in your week than you are not, it has to feel like home.
Yes.
So speaking of my pop figurines, I was packaging up a few as I've been cleaning my desk out. But I left Maz with me. So when I need wise counsel, she's there.
Right.
So I left one. I've got one Star Wars and I've got one Firefly out, and they're my co-pilots on my desk. So, but yeah. So I've just got that represented, nice. But otherwise it's been. It's like. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say it's very minimalistic, but it's still nerdy.
Gotta represent somewhere,
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. But otherwise, it's been kind of a quiet nerdum since our last recording together. So,
yeah.
But I think last time I mentioned I watched Fellowship of the Ring, so now I'll move on to Two Towers because now I feel like I have to finish. The series
what you started.
What I started. So.
That's I applaud you. That's good. You're like, yeah, I need to continue this.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to do the same. I feel like I need to do the same. Like I just, it's like, I haven't watched them a little bit, so. Yeah, I haven't done much either this since we last chatted. So it's kind of minimal, but every day is a nerdy day for me.
Sure.
Speaking of like my office is insane, and anytime anybody comes by, they're like, "What?" Like no one, somebody that hasn't seen it, they're like, "Whoa!" Like, yes, I have an issue, a very big issue. If you haven't noticed, I like the Star Wars,
Right.
So, nice. It's pretty. It's borderline obsessive, So, but that's okay. It's okay. Like you said, like I explain to people, I'm like, I'm here a lot, so it makes me happy, and I work harder, and I when I see all my cool stuff. I'm like, okay,
sure.
I'm good. Yeah.
Excellent.
So Heather, you want to put a bow on this episode?
I would love to put a bow on it. Cherry on top, however we want to finish this out.
Right, exactly.
Well, thanks again for listening to another episode of WSTR Podcast. Please do check us out on social media, WSTR Media, all lowercase, all one word. But we do want to hear from you, so comment, tweet, rate us on iTunes, email us at wstrpodcast@gmail.com. You can also leave us a voicemail. Call us at 630-557-WSTR or 630-557-9787. Then if you leave us a voicemail message, we might play it on an upcoming podcast. Specifically, let us know about your Would You Rathers.
Yeah, that would be good.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. And
then you can check out our catalog of episodes at wstrmedia.libsyn.com. Libsyn, Libsyn. And I think you now know how to get a hold of us, all of our different ways. But next week, Todd, it looks like we're going to be looking at some of our Star Wars favorite things.
All our favorites.
All the favorites.
Our preciouses, you know?
Yes.
My precious. Yeah, like favorite things. So we'll be exploring all our favorite things about Star Wars.
Right. I love it. All right. Well, then I think there's only one way to end this thing, Todd.
Exactly.
All right. So now. This is podcasting.
That would be a good one. Like, would you rather hang out with Smeagol or, like Yoda?